And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Grade A Power Plays. As we will discuss, my favorite spots to attack for today's 10-game slate. Lots of options, but in this video, I will mainly focus on 2 games. First, we will have a quick review of last night. Yes, it was disappointing that, but obviously there's more important things to think about. First off, my thoughts and prayers to everybody in that LA Valley section suffering through the wildfires, and because of that, the Kings and Flames game was canceled last night. That became official by about 3 something. Some news did start breaking between 2 and 3 o'clock, and around like 3:30, no later than 4 East Coast. That's when it became official that game was closed. So the game got voided. So the other game that I was interested in, I decided to throw a few bits of action to it, and it paid off. I mean, you know me, this is grade A power play, so why not try something with number 2 and the number 3 team in penalty minutes? Yes, like I said, percentage-wise, I did mention it yesterday, good penalty kills, but, it paid off. Clayton Keller capitalized on the 1 point because 5 of 5, they pretty much got shut down. And then, of course, I hit the Barkov and Reinhart power play, so here's just a little replay of what I did last night. The power play point with Barkov. I foolishly accidentally put Reinhart in twice. So the minute that Barkov and Reinhart connected on the power play, which was the first score of the game, that automatically, as you can see, that one that's in the second period column, that was that point, along with Matthew Tkachuk. I didn't put Matthew Tkachuk because he was plus 175. The odds were better with these two. So once Reinhart hit, I already made my money back and then some. And then, of course, with the power play, Mikhail Sergachev was part of it, so he had nice odds. Dylan Guenther didn't do anything, but I did get a Mikhail Sergachev assist because he's a good facilitator on top of that. That correlated. And then I did like this combo. Anton Lundell and Carter Verhaeghe. I did like how that turned out, so I was like, let me take a chance on that. I was about to single them both, too, because if I'm not mistaken, Verhaeghe for a point was good, minus 1 something, and then Anton Lundell was really nice plus money. Normally when that happens, I'll single bet the plus money, but I felt confident that was going to hit, so I did go with that, and I was just happy with the results. And then other than that, the one thing that was on the show, Cooley and Guenther, didn't work out, and then I tried to do some other props, and then as you can see here, the whole thing right there is voided. So the money that I got back, I just put it into the Utah game and pretty much got the similar results. Like I said, the night was good and set once the second period started. Like I said, there was no scoring in the first. Reinhart and power play goal from Tkachuk and Barkov. Both assisted from Carter Verhaeghe and Lundell. And then, everything just fell into place after that. And then, of course, later that third period, Cooley got the power play. And then they got it from Keller and Sergachev. So should have put the Cooley power play because he was plus 350. Would have been even better odds. But didn't do that. So we'll just go from there. So let's get into today's show. And as usual, we will start with one. We normally start, in time order. But we're going to start with one of the later games. I have 3 games that I would like to focus on. 2 I'm basically going to break down. 1 I'm going to mention for later. But like I said, Anaheim is on the slate, which is why Colton Parayko is on the cover sheet. And for basically his main prop by itself, they don't have Justin Falk here, which is kind of a disappointment. I did want him because Falk and Parayko are both quarterbacks for power play. One, Parayko's, if I'm not mistaken, it's Parayko that's no. It's Cam Fowler, actually, that's the first power play. So they moved Falk off. And Justin Falk is now 2. So they took Parayko off. But what I do like here is, once again, when it comes to the stats of the season, Parayko leads the defenseman in shots by a significant amount. And there's nobody else to really pick. So his personal prop is set at 1.5. So obviously minus 168 is not the best thing, but Colton Parayko, I mean, just to make you feel comfortable about this bet what I'm about to do, I'm going with a small Parayko ladder. So we're gonna go with 1.5. And then I'm gonna like I said, this is a team that basically the shot volume comes from the forwards. But once again, we are gonna go and continue with the funnel, because guess what? When it comes to season stats, Colton Parayko has damn near almost 80 shots on goal. The next person is in the 60s, and that's Justin Falk, and then there's just a big dip off from there. So with Colton Parayko, we have that, and then what I'm gonna do is, wait, wrong prop. Sorry, that's first period shots on goal. Sorry about that. When it comes to 3 shots on goal, we're gonna go here. And we're going to go Parayko for plus 192 for 3. And then just nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, it's not like the volume comes from the defenseman. We're not going to do it like a Yossi or Cale McCall or Devin Tays or a Jacob, if Jacob Chikrin was against like Anaheim or something like that. So I'm just going to get curious. And like I said, I think this is little risk, big reward. It could happen, but I like going a little small ladder. We'll straight bet each one, and what I'll do is I'll go, since it's minus 168, I'll go 15, and then we'll go 10, and then we'll go 10 on that one. So that's what I like to do, and we'll place that Colton Parayko ladder. Now, what's funny about this is that what I find weird is that we don't have point props for Colton Parayko. None of the defensemen are here. Like, even with the simple 1-point prop. So hopefully he's added. I just want to let y'all know, please be wary if they do add him later. Because like I said, if he's going to generate off the Anaheim funnel, I do like Colton Parayko for a point as well. They don't even have the other defensemen. It's literally all the forwards here. So, and like I said, against Anaheim, it is a good defensive match. I mean, a good power play matchup. So I do like that for that perspective, but the defensemen aren't there. So what are we going to do about not having the defensemen there? We're just going to have to go with the forwards, and guess what? I'm going with line 2. I'm going with line 2 over line 1, which is centered by Braden Shen, and he centers Kyrou and Holloway. Yes, the top line is also, started out. It's a nice top line. They've done solid. We got Brandon Saad, Robert Thomas, and Pavel Buchnevich. But when it comes to playing really well, there's 3 lines that I literally think about within the last 2 days, or basically since basically New Year's, or maybe even 3 weeks. I love the way St. Louis 2 is playing. When Troy Terry is there, Anaheim 1 is producing a lot. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's somebody that, I can't remember. Oh, obviously probably the hottest line in the league, Columbus 1. So, like in recency, like when we're talking about not players or like 2 people, when we're talking about a whole line of efficiency, I definitely like St. Louis 2. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bet these, but I will be taking power play bets. Let's take a look at the power play bets here. Now, yes, out of the lowest, 280 is Kyrou, but when you look at the rest of power play 2, Shen is 550, Dylan Holloway is 550. The risk of and the odds for the first power play is still good with Robert Thomas, Buchnevich. So you can go opposite ways, but I definitely I without a doubt love the way the second power play unit is playing. But that's the thing. I will probably wait to see if they add Justin Falk too, because Justin Falk is on the second power play. I don't know. They could add some stuff later. But right now, we're going with the Parayko ladder. And right now, until they see if they do add, once again, I haven't put it here yet, but it will be on my card. I do like Kyrou plus 280. Remember, power play 2 is what I favor more than power play 1, even though all the power play odds are really good. So, on power play 2, Shen, Kyrou, Holloway, and its neighbors, and Justin Falk is the quarterback for power play 2. Cam Fowler's power play 1. Parayko does not quarterback any power plays. They have done some moving. Obviously, like Jordan Kyrou for the last couple of years have been on power play 1. He's not. So for now, what we're gonna do is just do some basic point. And I like the matchup because against Anaheim, when you have people like Kyrou, Shen, and Holloway who has been playing great for the past couple of weeks, they're gonna see the depth of Anaheim, which isn't much. And obviously with the top line is probably going to get the best matchup. So line 1 and 2 should be seeing some good matchups. More than likely, you're going to see Sundqvist, Neighbors, and Bolduc go against that top line of Vetrano, Strome, and we still don't know if Terry's going to join the team. I would have had more faith if Anaheim was at home and then Troy Terry could join the team. Congratulations to Troy Terry and his wife. She just delivered a baby, so he's still in Anaheim with her. Don't know if he's going to make the trip all the way out to St. Louis. This is a road game, so he can still miss this. And we just saw how badly that top line looks. So they're not great defensively, and if Troy Terry's not there, they're even worse defensively. So when it comes to better odds, yes, we're going to do different combinations of line 2 because, I mean, Robert Thomas, unless we already know how Robert Thomas is. Robert Thomas is a pass first, shoot second kind of center. So if that's the case, what we're going to do here is different combinations of line 2. I'm favoring Shen and Kyrou here. I'll put 10 on that. And then we'll do Shen and Holloway. I'll gladly put 10 on that. And then just for the hell of it, we'll just do all the combinations because I really do like the matchup. We'll do Kyrou, Holloway. But I will be attacking some of those power play points because, like I said, it is a good power play matchup. It is a good power play matchup for St. Louis. Right now, Anaheim is mid-level in penalty minutes. They're in the middle of the league, but once again, they're definitely one of the bottom 10 in penalty kills. Goalie still hasn't been confirmed yet, but still, it's still a power play to attack. And once again, just go with the Parayko ladder. Like I said, it continues to work. When it comes to Anaheim's last few games, I mean, like I said, Dougie Hamilton points with a decent ladder. We've got points and decent ladders for Evan Bouchard. I've got it with Jake Sanderson the last couple of games. Like, it's something that you just have to take advantage of. It just continues to work. Either they make their main prop or they do shoot out to a decent ladder. Like I said, in the last five games, Calgary, it just worked again. Both Mackenzie Weegar and Rasmus Anderson both went over their prop, and that was plus money. Victor Hedman, Tampa Bay, 7 shots on goal. Like I said, they played Edmonton twice between the Christmas holiday. Bouchard went off with points, assists, and went over his 2.5 in both games. Winnipeg, Neil Pionk, Josh Morrissey. They missed a lot of shots. Morrissey didn't get it, but Morrissey ended up getting points. Pionk went over for plus money. And then, of course, in the Jersey game, Hamilton went for 6. So, once again, we're just going to continue and go with Parayko at least for 4. 1.5 is minus 168. Plus is 192. And 490 for his... And it's 490 for if he could get 4 shots on goal. Like I said, he just starts the ladder with 2. So, we'll just go from there. Now, for the second game that I like, I'm going to continue the onslaught and the destruction of the Rangers. Let's head to the Rangers game. That starts off right away. That's part of the 7 o'clock block. There's 10 games. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 7 or 8 start just after 7. And then you have 2 at 8 o'clock, and then it's the Islanders at Vegas that end the game. So, definitely, hopefully you take some of this information in, because once 7:08 hits, most of these games will already be gone, and then you'll have to live bet. So yeah, we'll please monitor today. Hopefully they add one of these defensemen so I could, comfortably power play stack. Because there's one thing I always like to do. I like the power play quarterback. If I don't get it, then I'll just add, line 2, which is, once again, the line that we just did. Kyrou, Shen, Holloway, they're fully correlated on line 2. And I might dip into line 1. But anyway, let's get into the Jersey Devils. Now, they have played twice, and it's recent. They played twice just last month. December 2nd and right before Christmas. Both games, Devils rallied off 5 points. The top 2 lines have caused complete ruckus. And it doesn't matter. Home and away. And yet, it's a decent sample size because not only have they destroyed them 10-1 in these 2 games, home and away. So it doesn't matter if they get last change, first change. They both obliterated Igor Shesterkin and possibly today's starter, Jonathan Quick. Shesterkin, I think, is on temporary IR, won't be back for a bit. So we're going to continue with the onslaught. Now, obviously, there's nothing here for prop-wise with the 1 point. If you do like a 1 point, it will have to be something like Heischer Nation, Heischer Meyer, something in that combination. Heischer Meyer, and then you're going to have Nace, or you could do Heischer and Nation. Nason's a nice point because he's plus 114. So if you do that, that's looking like a plus 177, which is nice. But I'm sorry. We're going to keep the same thing because the same thing has happened home and away and against either 2 goalies. What is the theme here? In both games, they cannot stop line 2, which is Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt. Jack Hughes has a total of 6 points, if I'm not mistaken, in these games here. Yes. No. Wait. Yes. 3. Yeah, he has 6 points. He has 6 points on 11 shots in both of these games. Jesper Bratt has 5 points. And I think it's 4. And if I'm not mistaken, when I did my research, 4 points out of those four of those points are all assists. So here's what I like to do. The first thing that I'm gonna do today is definitely, without a doubt, parlay these 2 together because they just can't stop line 2. So Jack Hughes, and I know it kind of sucks because you wish you could at least get plus 400 for 2 points, but I'm going to parlay it and then single these. So we'll go here. It's just total domination. No matter if they're home or away, they just can't keep up. They just can't keep up with these guys. They just can't. So it's just a bad matchup. Plus, I think if I'm not mistaken, Chris Kreider's still out, even though that's not, not worried. That's not nothing to like pencil in on the fact that you have, for defensive purposes, because, most likely they're not going to be around. Like I said, no Igor, no Filipino, no Chris Kreider. They'll bring up Arthur Kaliev. I think he's playing on the 3rd line, but that's not going to really bring up much defensively. So what I like here is straight bet on Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt for 2 points. Now, with Jesper Bratt being so pass first because he doesn't shoot, and the way he's been playing, and like I said, when you have somebody like Jack Hughes, I understand also in both of the games so far, 2 and 3 power plays points have been scored by the Devils in each game. The first one on the second 2, and then the last game 3 in these 5-0 and 5-1 dominations. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna straight bet these, and we're still gonna parlay it, okay? But you know what my favorite bet is of all this? Because of the way he plays and the way he defers to a shot-dominant Jack Hughes, we're going to go straight to 2 assists for Jesper Bratt. He has 2 in one game, 3 in another. It's just total domination by New Jersey, too. So we're going to keep the trend going, and we're going to put 10 on the plus 52 with Jesper Bratt. And then also with that, I also would like to put because like I said, because of the power play opportunity, a 1 assist prop at a nice plus 144. I like a Dougie Hamilton assist. And that will probably also correlate with, we'll go down to the power play points. And first off, we're just gonna jump on Dougie Hamilton for a power play point. And we're also going to jump on Stefan Nason for a power play point. 450, you got to take it. And then, he's great on the power play. So, Nason for a power play point. And just for the hell of it, yes, we're just going to, for the 200 and 260, they also have multiple power play points in both of these games. We're just gonna follow a trend, and it's a recent trend. It's not like, they dominated them before Thanksgiving. They dominated them in the first 2-3 weeks of the season where you think teams don't have their legs under them. No, these 2 of these games basically happened within a month. Like I said, December 2nd, and then they played again And then they played again right before that short Christmas break or whatever. So we're going to attack the Rangers in this sense, and then we're just going to keep going from there. So each one of these will be single betted. And like I said, the onslaught of the Rangers, that's where we're going. And that's what I have there. So that will be it. That is the end of the episode. I am loaded up. Once again, please keep an eye on to see if any of the defensemen for St. Louis gets added to the points. It's weird. They have Parayko for shots, but they don't have him for points. So he might get added later. If he's on the board for that, he should be on the board for points later. I am interested, once again, in that St. Louis line too. And also their power play points. Once again, Kyrie's plus 280 and both plus 250 for Shen and Holloway. I will be monitoring those because I want to combine that with whoever their power play quarterback is. Hopefully they put, and hopefully if they do, they put Falk on there too. Falk is not on there. I'll be looking for that because he's also, like I said, it's Parayko and Falk who are the top two shooters on that team. So, and I'm pretty sure if they do add Falk, he's gonna have another low prop, just like Parayko, 1.5. That's the end of the episode. Thank you for tuning in. Let's keep getting these grade A plays. This is your boy Grade A Fantasy with another episode of Grade A Power Plays. Good luck tonight. Have a great day, and I'm signing off. Might even have time to do an update video if these guys get added. Stay tuned to that. But please do your own research to, your own responsibility. Please check up on it maybe in the middle of the day. This is being recorded early Thursday morning, so maybe by the afternoon when lines are official, when morning skates are done, people will get added. Once again, thank you. Grade A Fantasy signing off.